Hi everyone, Dr. Saurabh here. So let us see today's quiz on light and near pathway. I will give the quiz in the same manner like I am giving the quiz like you will give. So I'm ready to give the test. Let's see the first question. That which of the following is not involved in the light pathway? So light pathway means you throw light in one eye. The impulse goes via optic nerve, chiasma, tract to pretectal nucleus in dorsal part of midbrain. From here, the impulse goes to Edinger-Westphal. Edinger-Westphal is a third nerve nucleus. From here, impulse goes to ciliary ganglion, short ciliary nerves, pupillary constriction by stimulating iris muscles. So LGB is not involved, or any cortex is not involved in the light reflex pathway. Now, triad of whenever you see near objects, the light goes. There is a pupil constriction, but pretectal nucleus is not involved. So meiosis is there. Both eyes going inside, that is convergence, and you see near because of a thing known as accommodation, which is the next question, but dilatation of eyes is not there. Now why do you see near objects? Because light goes to the visual cortex, and from visual cortex the impulse directly goes to Edinger-Westphal bypassing the pretectal. From here bilateral pupillary constriction occurs, same as light reflex pathway, but from here the impulse goes to ciliary body. From ciliary ganglion impulse goes to ciliary body also. Now ciliary body contracts, zonules relax, and the lens converging power increase, not decrease. And the rays have to be from near object, the rays are going behind the retina. So as to bring the rays onto the retina, the eye converging power should increase, and lens helps in accommodation. Cornea, because cornea is rigid, cannot converge, cannot change the shape. So lens helps in changing the shape. The anterior curvature of the lens increases in accommodation. And if you know the lens, anterior curvature increases means the radius of curvature is decreasing, horizontal thickness is increasing, and vertical equatorial thickness is decreasing. Equatorial, you should know, is zonules are attached to the equator, that is the vertical thickness. And the anterior chamber becomes shallow because the anterior part of the lens is going towards the cornea. So that is decrease in the anterior chamber depth, increase in the curvature, decrease in the radius of curvature, increase in the horizontal thickness, but decrease in the vertical thickness, that is equatorial thickness. I just told you Edinger-Westphal is involved in light pathway, near pathway. Pupillary pathway is the same name of light pathway, but visual cortex, visual pathway is what we see. It goes via optic nerve, chiasma, tract, LGB, visual optic radiations, and cortex. Now, short ciliary nerve via postganglionic fibers, that is short ciliary nerves, they go and stimulate the iris sphincter muscle by the inferior part of the inferior branches of the third nerve, that is inferior oblique. Now, it's an anatomy question, but you should know that. Now, which is false? The preganglionic fibers, parasympathetic pathway, near reflex pathway, light reflex pathway. The preganglionic comes from the Edinger-Westphal within oculomotor nerve, I told you. Now the fibers, B is a wrong statement. That's the answer because the fibers synapse. They don't pass. They synapse at the ciliary ganglion. And C option, postganglionic fibers pass through the short ciliary nerves via nerve to inferior oblique. And stimulation of these fibers, D option, causes pupillary constriction. True. And lens accommodation. That is also true. So B is the answer over here. Now ciliary ganglion. This is slightly difficult because only one word is wrong over here. It is a parasympathetic peripheral ganglion, yes. Situated near the apex of the orbit, yes, but between the optic nerve and lateral rectus. B is the answer over here. And yes, it is related medially to ophthalmic artery. And sensory fibers, I told you already. Uh, sensory fibers they go in uninterrupted. The pupil constriction fibers they synapse, but the sensory fibers they do not synapse. They carry sensations of the cornea iris, but they don't synapse. They go uninterrupted. That is true statement. But it is between the optic nerve and the lateral rectus, not the medial rectus. Slightly difficult question. And this is what? This is ciliary body. Ciliary body muscles are derived from neural crest. It is not coming in SLE, ROMS, and meso. So it is exception, neural crest. It has three fibers, that is true. The longitudinal fibers facilitate the aqueous humor flow, that is true. Circular fibers help in accommodation, true. But English, ciliary muscles are intrinsic muscles, are not extrinsic. That is the answer. Even if some questions, options are difficult, one option is simple, which can be the answer, that is D. Extrinsic muscles are extraocular muscles, rectus and obliques. These are intrinsic muscles. Ciliary body muscles are intrinsic muscles. That is the answer over here. That's the 9 questions. I hope you did well. Thanks for watching and listening. Best wishes.